It's your boy Big Cast 910 TV, and we here right now with Sandra Stamped It.
You already know it's official. We are here live at the Mutate Festival.
How'd you get that name, Sandra Stamped It?
Sandra Stamped It came because I stand on business. So it's official. If Sandra stamped it, I make sure to do all my research with the people that I network before I refer them to any artist or business or anyone that needs that service. I make sure that it's super official.
So we know we see you running all over town. What are the artists in particular that you've been working with?
Latin Looney Tunes is an artist that I've been working with throughout the years. And many other artists, but here recently it's become more of me working with artist managers because management needs help on how to manage their artists. Yeah. So I've kind of been shying away from working with artists one-on-one, but I still give them consultations to give them direction.
Dope. And that's really because most artists right now, they probably kind of got like a liaison, kind of like they man working as like they road manager, and you kind of just deal directly with them on the business.
Yes.
So what services could an artist come to you for?
So I do all types of things, like I work with models, videographers, photographers. Like you say, I'm always going everywhere. So like if you need a venue for like your video shoot or photo shoot, if you need any merchandise made, I can help you brand yourself. It's very important. Yep. If you need social media management, I can also help you with that. I'm a notary. I work with contracts and types of stuff like that. I work with different types of things. You would just have to reach out to me and say, hey, Sandra, this is what I need. And then, like I said, I direct you from there.
So in your opinion, these artists out here nowadays, are they handling the business right? Are they doing enough to get done what they're trying to get done, which is, be the next J. Cole or whatever? Are they doing enough, or what different moves should they be making if not?
I believe that artists are too concerned about their outer image, like looking the part, but then the behind the scenes stuff, like the business aspect of it, is where they don't have any understanding. And it's okay, because sometimes you just want to be the artist, get there, show up and perform, and that's cool and all. But you also need someone in your corner that can direct you and keep you organized and help you with your budget so that you can reach your goals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I know you real tapped in with the Fayetteville hip hop and the Fayetteville hip hop scene. What's your thoughts on everything going on with like the Kendrick Lamar and that battle and the apology and everything?
And I think that it takes a strong person to be humble and recognize that they made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they're both artists, and you don't want to have any beef with anyone, because then you'll be like, oh, I really want to go and perform at this event. Oh, wait a minute, but so-and-so is there, so I can't go. You don't want that. It's okay to have disagreements with people. It's okay to agree to disagree. How about that? And You don't cap yourself or limit yourself to places where you can and cannot go just because of a misunderstanding.
I even see that with the more like lower level artists, like even like the other local artists. They'll get in issues with people, and those issues with people are, like you said, even stop them from going to specific showcases where other people are going to be at and stuff, and it's really just senseless. You know what I'm saying?
I can definitely agree with that. I myself have been caught in the crossfire of certain things, but you should never blast. That's social media entertainment at the end of the day. If you have an issue with someone, go directly to them, because like I said, you're gonna bump into them wherever you go anyways.
Yeah.
So
we all out here working.
If you don't hear nothing about me beefing with no one, even though I do have beef with certain people, because I don't post it on social media, because that's just entertainment for people. Yeah. And at the end of the day, in real life, I need to make sure that I'm good wherever I go.
It's like me and you, like me running around more so like doing like media and you more so doing like marketing and promotions, but we see each other all the time. And a lot of these times, these rappers, and not just rappers, but everybody, they be having those kind of beefs in between each other, but they see each other everywhere, and it really don't even be about nothing. They don't even know they can't even 6 months down the line, they can't even remember what they was having an argument about. So it's really pointless.
Yeah, and then people see that online and be like, oh, I would like to book so and so, but I also have so and so coming. So then they gotta choose, who do I pick?
Yeah.
And then the whole time y'all don't even have beef anymore. But since y'all wanted to be cool for the internet, the whole world thinks y'all still beefing, even though that thing was squashed or forgotten about, like you said.
It just gets too political and too out of hand. So, what do you think we need out here right now in Vietnam to get more of these artists to the next level? You know, not even to the J. Cole level, because the J. Cole level is the pinnacle, but at least to the point where you know they could be doing like some House of Blues type tours or something where it's a following where people are actually checking for Vietnam the way they check for like Atlanta, the way they check for Chicago artists. What do we need to get to that next level as a whole?
As a whole, I believe that we need to learn how to work together, kind of like this festival today, Mutate Fest.
Yeah.
It's a festival that a lot of people could put together, but it takes a team to bring it all in together. Today we have multiple event planners here that came together, multiple brands. We have the media outlets like yourself here doing the interviews. Everyone has their own following, their own fan base that might not be the same as mine or yours.
Yep.
So the reach could really expand if we all learn how to make our brands work together. It's not all about shining Sandra or shining big hats. You feel me? It's about highlighting the artist. Also, if we bring more events like this together and taking it on the road, like on a tour, like you were saying, and we already know each other. We're already connected. We already know how to look out for each other, what we need from each other. But we need to take this thing on the road. We can't keep putting events together here and think that they're gonna make it anywhere. Take that energy everywhere else.
Yeah. See, that's the same way I feel like. What I would love to see is like people interacting so much that like they building off each other's fan base. Like what you were just saying about how your fans might be different than mine, and then from that point we actually build fan bases to the point where we can do a tour like and say we went out with like Latin Looney Tunes, Bunch Brill, maybe like Mutate, somebody from Woodboy, and maybe like a Rain, and put like Prada Louis, like 4 or 5 artists together, and just give them all 20 minutes and go and just hit like every like place like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So it also takes a budget, and that's a lot of things that artists expect managers or event planners, coordinators, or media outlets
People
like yourself,
me, that got resources.
right, to support them fully. But you also have to learn how to invest in yourself. We can do everything for you, but be you. So it's crazy how we've invested in people and can get them to a certain place, but then they don't show up. What can I do with that I can't be you?
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to learn how to sacrifice, how to budget, and how to do time management, how to work off of a schedule, how to be professional as well.
One thing, and I don't want to take up too much time, but this is an interesting conversation that me and you are having to me. So I'm even looking at this. I come to a lot of events. This event right here is very, it's impressive to me. Like, they got, a lot of media out here. They got a lot of security out here. They got a lot of acts out here. And more than that, they have a lot of like people coming to actually see the show. How do you think they pulled it off? What do you think was different about this compared to other people who do shows and they may get, kind of discouraged because, it's not like this? What makes this so professional? Is it like what I'm saying? Like, why is it the security? Like, is it because the reputation of like Woodboy Digital? Like, what is it?
It's a combination of all of those things, and like I said, humbling ourselves to say, yes, it's a Mutate Festival, Woodboy Digital, event.
But it's several artists that's not Woodboy on the bill.
Exactly. It's not like, oh no, my name has to be on the billboard. At the end of the day, like I said, we're all gonna win if we learn how to collaborate together. It just has to make sense for each other. It has to be a conversation where we sit down. Hey, I'm doing this. This is how I feel like you can plug into this. or give me your thoughts. How could you help me with XYZ? Just
Which is exactly what Mutate did with this, from what I saw.
Yes, so they've reached out to everyone and see how they fit into the puzzle, and you just got to play your role. There's a lot of other things that I could do here today, but I have to learn what my role is here to make it all work. You know what I mean?
We all do, and I definitely want to exchange information with you, and me and you stay up, because like you said, people like us that do have like resources and insight and different knowledges need to come together, to help make more things like this come together. And anything else that you want to add while we here?
I'm just very excited because this right here is the beginning of a lot more festivals, more events, and we are really trying to take this on tour, low key. The game plan is to go global and travel together, but like I said, everyone has to get their ducks in a row before we can take off like that. So we are keeping our eyes open and making sure to see who really shows up. There's some artists that were put on the billboard that might not even show up today. Look how much we invested into them for them not to even show up, or other media outlets have not shown up yet.
Yeah. I've noticed that.
I mean, I'm not going to call no one out by name. You just going to know who showed up or not.
Well, what you're saying is real. We all got to do our part. We all got to learn our roles. We all got to play our part. We all got to play our roles. And I 100% believe everything you're saying, and I agree with everything you're saying.
So that's what I'm saying. If Sandra stamped it, that is not official. So make sure you keep your word on the things that you say you're going to do. If you can't, communicate and say, hey, you know what? XYZ happened. I couldn't make it, but I can still share the flyer and promote for you from wherever I'm at. Okay? So there's still ways to support even if you're not physically here.
Sandra stamped it. I know I've bumped into you a couple times and said hey, but I think this is the real first time we said probably more than like 10 words together. It was a good conversation, man. Good to really wrap it up with you, man.
Exactly. We could definitely sit here and talk all day about things. So I'm looking forward to sitting down with you again, hopefully in the near future, and keep networking with each other and helping each other out.
100%. And we keep it hip hop. So since you're a representative, I gotta know what before the last question before we leave. What's the next Latin Looney Tunes album or record that we can expect to hear, and when we can expect to hear that?
I believe that right now he's focused on his platform, the Latin Looney Tunes Show. He's opened up another platform for artists as well to help and build them. And right now he's working on a few singles that he will be dropping, but just staying plugged in with things like that.
Yeah. And I know he works on a show too that I kind of work with too, called Live from Vietnam. I know I did an episode or two with him, so shout out to Latin Looney Tunes. Y'all make sure to check out his music, and make sure to check out Sandra Stamped It on Instagram and Facebook, everywhere.
Sandra Stamped It, the official tour, and Sandra's management agency.
And all right, y'all, peace. Big Cast 910 TV, Sandra Stamped It, Woodboy Digital Fest. Let's get into it. I'm going to let you go because I know you're going to enjoy the festivities. I'm going to see you in there in a few.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.